Greetings and salivations, everyone! I'm Krista, and welcome to C-Rad's Baby Yoda territory, home of the child Grogu and the Mandalorian, merchandise news, reviews, DIYs, and more. As you can see, today I have the Mattel Premium Plush Bundle, The Child, here with me, and I'm going to show you how to take its head off, change its batteries if possible, and how to put it back together or to put it on another body if you want to modify it. So stay tuned. And if you love Grogu and the Mandalorian as much as we do and you don't want to miss seeing our videos, make sure to subscribe to our channel and turn on that notification bell so you don't miss seeing us in the future.
C-Rad.
Well, hello everyone. We hope everyone's doing totally rad today. I've got my Mattel Premium Plush here with me, and guys, I just got the other one that I ordered off of Amazon. Yes, these are now available on Amazon for $34.99, in case you missed me giving that info in any of my other previous videos. So yeah, he finally arrived, and the reason why I bought a second one is a lot of people have been asking, how do you change the batteries on it? Well guys, I didn't know the answer to that, and I didn't want to tear my only one apart to find out. So I ordered the second one just so we can kind of take him apart and look inside of him and see how he works. Now, looking on the bottom of the box, it does look like he uses those little button cell batteries, and I'll get the exact information on that for you before the end of the video. So I really don't think that his batteries are gonna die that quickly, but just in case and you need to change them, we're gonna find out how to do that. And a lot of people want to modify these. They're not really crazy about the plush hands. So a lot of people have been asking, hey, can we take the head off and rebody it like we did with the original Mattels? So yeah, we're going to do that too. So I'll show you how to remove the robe, remove the head, and if you want to just do it to change the batteries, I'm also going to show you how to put the head back on. But I'm not doing it to you, dude. So you are going to take a little seat, and we're gonna work with the new guy here. So when you get your plush out of the box, guys, he is attached to the bag with a little zip tie. You're just gonna cut that right off so that you can actually work with the plush without the bag attached. And it's just a little zip tie right there, and it's attached by two pieces of cloth. I'm just gonna cut the zip tie itself. And there he pops right out of the bag. We're going to put the bag to the side because we're not going to need that. We're just working with little dude here today. I'm also going to remove his little try me tab, but let's make sure he talks first. He sure does. Alright, dude, let me get that tag off ya. His little arm is also attached up here to his collar. That's to keep him in that waving position in the box, and I'm going to go ahead and cut that as well. That one was just simple. It was just like one of those little plastic ties, not a zip tie. So the next thing we want to do is we want to get the robe off of him, and it is attached in the back. And there's just a little piece of fabric, and this is the same on the original Mattel plush too. So if you don't know how to remove the robe at all, this little video is going to help with either this one or the original Mattel. But pulling his collar down, you can see it right there, guys. There's a white piece of fabric, and it's actually right next to the zip tie. So to take his robe off, you want to cut that fabric. Do not cut the zip tie yet. So just go in very carefully with the scissors and gently snip that little piece of fabric off. To get the robe off of him, I haven't taken one off of these yet, guys. I know the Mattel ones are pretty easy, so let's see if he undresses as easy as the original Mattels. I usually start by pulling the arms out first. One arm, two arms. Whew. Mine's got some little fuzzies going on inside there. And then just slide it down his body, over his little baby butt, and over his little feeties. And there we go, guys. We got little naked baby Yoda. But this is the first time I've ever seen this without its clothes on. So yeah, that's he's made really well. He's so plushy. But guys, Now we're going to take his head off. So if you get squeamish at that type of thing, yeah, you might want to just pause for a second. So on the back of him is a little zip tie, so we're just going to cut that little knob of the zip tie off. I always use my scissors, guys, because they're really good fabric scissors and they cut pretty much a lot of hard plastics for me. But somebody else said you can use clippers. I'm not sure. I couldn't get mine in there enough to kind of grab it and clip it off. But yeah, they just don't want to work for me. So yeah, we're going to try the scissors and get his little head off there. You ready? I usually just put my scissors under and kind of work it, bend his head down, pull him up there, and yeah, that just popped right out for me, just grabbing him. So look, there it goes. There is the zip tie that was around his head. And now he's just kind of floppy, headless dude. So this one's a little bit different than the Mattel, guys. When you do the Mattel, the head pops right off. He's actually attached by some inner workings, and that's probably like the speaker and the battery pack. So now I got to figure out how to get that off of there. I just also wanted to show you there's a little pouch here that has a little box in it. That's actually the speaker. So when you press his hand, the sound is coming out of there. But it looks like the little rubber vinyl head is attached to this little white disc that is attached to this. That is attached to the speaker in him. So it's just a matter of getting this head off of that disc. To get the head off of the disc, I had to take the scissors, which probably wasn't the best idea, or something flat like a screwdriver, and I had to hold the white part down and then kind of work around and pull the rubber part off of him. He was glued in a couple of spots, but that's okay. He's actually going to go back together probably a lot easier now. But in opening his head, I found out that the batteries are not in his head. It's actually just the armature that goes to his ears that make his ears bendable. So the only reason that you would need to do that is not to change the batteries, but if you're going to modify this and put it on a different body. So that leads me to believe that the batteries must be in the same spot as the speaker. So actually, if you just stick your hands down in, you can actually pull the little pouch out that the speaker's in. But yeah, guys, that is sealed, so they really don't want you getting into it. But you can, there's seams there, you can cut that open. So let's do that and see if the battery is actually inside the speaker. The one thing you don't want to do, guys, do not cut these strings that are attached. These are the wires that go to his hand so that when you squeeze his hand, he makes his little noises. Aha! So yes, to change the batteries, they would be inside the back of the little speaker here. So you just unscrew that little screw there, and inside are the 3 little like watch batteries inside. It takes 3 AG13s or LR44 batteries. But guys, since they're watch batteries, they're probably not gonna die that easy. But again, you do have the option to kind of take him all apart if you need to change the batteries. So they don't make it easy, but they do use batteries that are hopefully going to last. Alright, dude. Oh, I feel so bad for this guy. But yeah, you know what? You're going to get some love. We're going to put you back together. And I have a tiny modification that I'm going to do on him in the future. So stay tuned for that. But yeah, let's put you back together, dude. We're going to put his little speaker back in his little chest there. Oh, I'm so sorry, buddy. Oh, I feel so bad. Make sure all his wires are in there, guys. And then we're going to put the head back on that little disc there since I had taken that off, assuming that the batteries were in the head, because that's actually what a couple people told me. Guys, the batteries are not in the head. And it really did just go right back on that disc. It was actually a lot easier to put the disc back on than to take it off. And then, guys, of course, you're going to have to replace the little zip tie that you took off. I've got this one here. This one is about 14 inches long, and it's just a couple millimeters wide. That way you're sure to get it in the channel on him, plus it's easier to get into his little cloth area there. So you're going to have to slide that in, and then we're going to tighten it. So you're going to take it, there's a little hole right there where you can start sliding that through. And it'll go around to the other side because it's already got the little channel built in there. I can already feel it. So a little bit more. And then it pops right out the other side there. So now we've got the zip ties back into his body. And then you're going to just make sure that the sound box is back in there in a good spot. Yep, we can still hear you good. Yeah, he's still laughing. He's having a ball. Ooh, I kind of like the little bobbly head action going on here. Okay, yeah, I'm going to fix him. Hold on. And then you're going to take the little part with the zip tie and you're going to put the fabric up around the channel. Do not tighten this yet. Just kind of get it where you want it. And once you have them all back there and in the channel and you're holding them kind of tight, yeah, then you're going to close up the zip tie, guys. Do not tighten it all the way at first, though, just in case he slips out of the channel while you're tightening it, and that you don't want to lose the head. You don't want that head popping off again. But yeah, once you're satisfied that it's in there pretty good, then you can take your zip tie and tighten it up. And there he is. He is all back to new. He still works. He's still laughing. He's having a ball. And then you just want to snip off the end of the zip tie as close as you can so you don't have any sharp edges. But not so far that the head falls back off. But yeah, my dude's in there good. And guys, if you want to, you can even leave it just a little bit loose, enough that it's holding it on, but a little bit loose. If you do that, you'll be able to move the head from side to side. Now, let me get him dressed, and I've got a couple other little modifications that you can do to him while he has the head off. And just like that, guys, his robe is back on, and he is good as new. You wouldn't have even thought that I did anything to this little dude. You would have never known. So, yep, there he is, all back together. Getting his robe on and off is a little bit of work, guys. You kind of have to work and struggle with it a little bit, but it does go on and off, and you can take it off and dress this one in clothes, just like the other ones that some people do, like I do. Yeah, I do. Fisher, hello. But I wanted to mention while I had the head off, and then I totally forgot, the arms are not posable on this. But since he already has a little armature working in there, it wouldn't be that hard to actually attach a little bit of wire onto the armature body and then put it down into the hand. The only thing you'd have to be really careful about, guys, is this arm here has the wires down it that go to the little speaker voice box. But yeah, you'd be able to get some wire down in there and make some posable arms for him, which I'm actually going to do with this one in the future, and I have a couple other little modifications I'm going to do with this one as well. So yeah, stay tuned for that. But in the meantime, I hope you enjoyed this video, and I hope it helped answer some questions on what to do with this little guy if his battery dies, or if you want to kind of modify him a little bit. And yeah, if you like this video, make sure to give it a thumbs up. And if you want to see more awesome and totally rad The Child and The Mandalorian things in the future, make sure to subscribe to our channel and turn on that notification bell so you don't miss seeing us. And I guess there's only one thing left to say. Right, little dude? We'll see you later.